Hi, Dan Harley here, and this is an update video to a video I've done previously about ZeekReward's, Rex Ventures, and the SEC closing that company down. Since then I received an email from apparently a ZeekReward's member, a Zeekler, and this person was, I'm going to leave them anonymous, but they were very verbal about my accusation, so to speak, my statements I made in the previous video, and even directed me towards information claiming that what I was stating was wrong. And it turned out to be somebody else, is basically another Zeekler member that was kind of bloviating about what they thought was going on. So I thought I might address that directly, and also hopefully that I'll get you in the right direction. First of all, let's talk about something other than network marketing, other than Zeekler. It's my personal experience. Years ago, decades ago, when I was in my 20s, I'd made a lot of money, and I went in and thought I was investing in some cattle in Montana. And my family and I would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on cows, as what I was told was we're grow 2 times as fast and get 3 times as big and make a lot more money than your typical cow. And me being young, dumb, and stupid with a lot of money, I invested in it, and lo and behold, it fell apart. Immediately, it took me a while to realize that I was being screwed. That there's no such thing as cows that get twice as fat, 3 times as fat in half the time. But at the time when I invested, I really wanted to believe in that. And I could not believe that I would get screwed for like that. And also, it was a big education. When people screw you at that level, when you start getting a lot of money, they really have their ducks in line. You won't know until it's too late. And what's this matter with this relates to ZeekReward? That's basically what happened. You have lots and lots, millions and millions and millions of dollars involved, and you had some people, when you get in that level there, you got your act together when you want to dupe people, and that's what's going on. There's thousands of thousands of Zeeklers out there still hoping and wishing that things are not true. That things are turned around, the SEC is wrong, and the U.S. government's wrong. The fact is that this whole thing was a Ponzi scheme. The SEC complaint, as stated on their website, most of the money that was being brought in was paid to older investors and from the newer investors. In other words, it's a Ponzi scheme. And this has been going on for a while, to the point that the SEC had to step in and stop all this before there's no more money to give out. So I'm sorry if for you Zeeklers who refuse to believe in the truth, but the fact is, this is what happened. And I don't have a dog in this race. I'm just telling you from my perspective, out looking in what's going on, and what I've been asked by my friends to state to them. Just a plain old truth, and that's what happened. So I'm sorry that if you lost money. Another person just contacted me, and apparently he's out some $10,000 or $15,000, and which is surprising to me. I thought it was a couple $50, $100, $200 or so. I didn't realize people invested that much money into Zeekler. And so that means, and unfortunately the math doesn't pay out. From what I understand, the SEC in their statements, they've locked down a couple hundred million dollars, which is a lot of money. But unfortunately, you have something like 1 million Zeekler members out there, so there's not a whole bunch. The math says there's not a whole bunch of money to go around. Especially there's a lot of people investing, thousands of dollars into Zeekler. So I hope I'm wrong for your sake out there. I really hope so, but unfortunately the facts are the facts. So that said, I welcome you. This is going to be posted on my blog as well as YouTube. I welcome any type of comments, information, anything, everything, good or bad. You like what I said, don't like what I said, please let's hear back. I appreciate that. Anyway, good luck and Godspeed to you.